Hello and welcome to Scientifically Speaking. In the last few days I've made a couple of videos about Neil deGrasse Tyson and NASA and how they're supposed to be intrinsically linked, and yet they say opposing things. One says an asteroid's not going to hit us, Tyson says an asteroid might hit us. Now, if you've ever watched the movie 1984, like I have, you'll understand it's about a totalitarian government which enforces rules until basically everybody is a criminal, everybody is separated, and everybody is snitching on the next person. Now, I've never read the book, but I'm sure it's a lot better than the movie, as all books normally are. Now, the reason I bring it up is because Russell Brand, whether what he's done is truthful or not, has been unpersoned inside of one day. All his tours cancelled, all his work demonetised, and work erased from certain platforms. Now, if you go and look up terms from 1984, the book, you will find basic ones that you've heard before. I want to go through these because there's one I mentioned yesterday in my video about Neil deGrasse Tyson that is actually in the book. I explained the concepts of it yesterday, and now we're going to go through the terms from 1984. So everybody's heard of Big Brother. This was the personification of the unseen monolithic leader of the party of Oceania. So Big Brother is watching you. So basically your government is watching you. So we've all heard that one. Then you come down to the bottom here and you have unperson. Someone whose existence has been excised from the public and private memory in Oceania. Now in Oceania, all resemblance of your online footprint would be destroyed, and then your family would disappear as well, and that gets rid of any private memories of the person who was publicly deleted. So that's what an unperson is, and that's what they tried to do to Tate, and they tried to do to Brand. And next we have newspeak, a purposefully ambiguous and confusing language with restricted grammar and limited vocabulary used in Oceania, according to Orwell, to diminish the range of thought. For example, in Newspeak, the term plus good has replaced words better and great. A memory hole, a small chute leading to a large incinerator. Anything that needed to be wiped from the public record, embarrassing documents, photographs, transcripts, will be sent into the memory hole. As a clerk in the record department of the Ministry of Truth, Winston Smith often has to throw things into the memory hole to revise history and keep current with the ever-evolving party dogma. So, I mean, the internet is a memory hole, and things can be destroyed immediately and replaced with fake news. But here's the one that Neil deGrasse Tyson and NASA are employing now. This is doublethink. I stated that NASA have said this asteroid Apophis is not going to hit us. But then you have Neil deGrasse Tyson, a shill for NASA, stating that it could happen. This is known in the book 1984 as doublethink, the act of simultaneously accepting two mutually contradicting beliefs as correct. According to Winston Smith, the protagonist of 1984, doublethink is to know and not to know, to be conscious of complete truthfulness while telling carefully constructed lies, to hold simultaneously two opinions which cancelled out, knowing them to be contradictory and believing in both of them, to use logic against logic, to repudiate morality while laying claim to it, to believe that democracy was impossible and that the party was the guardian of democracy, to forget whatever it was necessary to forget, then draw it back into memory again at the moment when it was needed, a bit like the internet drags up the past, and then promptly to forget it again, and above all to apply the same process to the process itself. That was the ultimate subtlety, consciously to induce unconsciousness, and then once again to become unconscious of the act of hypnosis you had just performed. Even to understand the word doublethink involves the use of doublethink. 4 examples of doublethink used throughout 1984 include the slogans "War is peace," "Freedom is slavery," "Ignorance is strength," and 2 + 2 = 5. So Neil deGrasse Tyson and NASA are offering contradictory terms which they say are both true. So that is an example of doublethink on a known shill who's lying for NASA and the elites. Thanks very much. My name is Lee. I follow the Christ, and one thing leads to another. Thanks a lot. Bye.